Welcome to the ESL lesson Introducing Yourself by Everest English Online, here to help you reach new heights in English. Ever see someone tilt their head and say, "What's up?" as they greet you? What does that mean when someone says that? And what response are you supposed to give to "What's up"? Well, "What's up" is a common English greeting among younger men and women. It's a way to say hello or to ask what is new in your life. I want to teach you numerous ways to meet new people and relational vocabulary. If you are like most people, it can be embarrassing and awkward to meet new people. But by the end of this video, you will be able to meet loads of new people with confidence. This lesson will equip you with the understanding you need to both meet and introduce yourself to new people with ease. Let's begin today's lesson with learning new relational vocabulary. Go to number 1, vocabulary in your student lesson. If you haven't downloaded your student lesson PDF, please pause the video and do so right now. You must have it before we start. Do you have the student lesson ready? Good. Please take a special note to the new vocabulary because you will be tested at the end of this lesson. If you need to, re-watch this vocabulary section multiple times to help you memorize each word and its meaning. Let's begin. Nephew. A son of one's brother or sister. Nephew. Niece. A daughter of one's brother or sister. Niece. Roommate. A person occupying the same apartment or house as another. Roommate. Colleague. A person with whom one works, especially in a profession or business. Colleague. Neighbor. A person living near or next door. Neighbor. Fiancé. A man who is engaged to be married. Fiancé. Fiancée. A woman who is engaged to be married. Fiancé. And do notice that these two words are identical in pronunciation. However, spelling is different. Notice that fiancé referring to the man has one E. Notice that fiancé referring to the woman has two E's. Let's look at the next word. Classmate. A fellow member of class at school or college. Classmate. Aunt, or pronounced aunt. The sister of one's father or mother, or the wife of one's uncle. Aunt. Uncle. The brother of one's father or mother or husband of one's aunt. Uncle. Spouse. A husband or wife considered in relation to their partner. Spouse. Mother-in-law. The mother of one's spouse. Mother-in-law. Father-in-law. The father of one's spouse. Father-in-law. You can re-watch that vocabulary section at any time. Take note of when it was in this video so you can reference to it later, before the quiz. Now, let's listen to the following conversation between 3 people meeting each other for the very first time. Go to exercise number 2, listening, to read the script as you listen to their conversation.
Hey, Anita, I want you to meet my roommate, Will.
Hello, Will. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Robert's colleague.
Hi, Anita. It's good to meet you. Robert has told me all about you. Hey, since you now finally know each other, let's eat some dinner. Yeah, okay.
Sure. So, Will, tell me about your family.
Well, before Robert and I became roommates, I lived with my aunt and uncle here in Portland. I'm their favorite nephew, so they let me move in when I came here for college.
Favorite nephew, huh? I'm definitely not the favorite niece of the family. I have too many cousins to compete with. How many cousins do you have?
That's the funny part. I don't have any. That automatically makes me their favorite, I guess.
Well, that explains it. Hey, Robert, how is Kate, your fiancée, doing?
She is good, but busy. My soon-to-be mother-in-law and my neighbor have been helping her with the wedding decorations today. They aren't the only busy ones. I've been helping Robert's soon-to-be father-in-law with building the stage for the wedding. It's hard work. Makes me wish I never met Robert that day after class.
So, you guys are classmates in college?
Yep. That's right.
Robert, I wish you a happy marriage to Kate. I'm sure you'll make a great spouse.
I'm sure you will too, Robert. Thank you. Oh, look at the time. We'll be late for the rehearsal. Got to go. Bye, Anita. It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Have fun building that stage.
Did you hear a few vocabulary words used in the dialogue? I hope that you did. Now go to number 3, reading and pronunciation in your student lesson. I want you to read the dialogue out loud to yourself. If you get stuck trying to sound out a new and unfamiliar word, listen to the audio in this video again. Please pause the video now if you're ready and do exercise number 3. How did you do? I'm sure you did great. Just pause the video again and keep practicing if you'd like before we move on to the next exercise. That is only if you want more practice. Go ahead, I'll wait. Now that you have practiced your reading and your speaking and your listening, it's time to practice your writing skills with some guidance. Go to number 4, listening practice. We're going to listen to the audio again, except this time it will be played slower. As you listen, write in the missing words you hear in the blanks. To ensure you get the most out of this lesson, don't look back at the full script from earlier. That's cheating. If you struggle, simply replay the audio again and listen more closely for the words that you missed. If you are ready, let's begin listening to a slowed down version of that conversation as you write in the missing words.
Hey, Anita, I want you to meet my roommate, Will.
Hello, Will. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Robert's colleague.
Hi, Anita. It's good to meet you. Robert has told me all about you. Hey, since you now finally know each other, let's eat some dinner. Yeah, okay.
Sure. So, Will, tell me about your family.
Well, before Robert and I became roommates, I lived with my aunt and uncle here in Portland. I'm their favorite nephew, so they let me move in when I came here for college.
Favorite nephew, huh? I'm definitely not the favorite niece of the family. I have too many cousins to compete with. How many cousins do you have?
That's the funny part. I don't have any. That automatically makes me their favorite, I guess.
Well, that explains it. Hey, Robert, how is Kate, your fiancée, doing?
She is good, but busy. My soon-to-be mother-in-law and my neighbor have been helping her with the wedding decorations today. They aren't the only busy ones. I've been helping Robert's soon-to-be father-in-law with building the stage for the wedding. It's hard work. Makes me wish I never met Robert that day after class.
So, you guys are classmates in college?
That's right.
Robert, I wish you a happy marriage to Kate. I'm sure you'll make a great spouse.
I'm sure you will too, Robert. Thank you. Oh, look at the time. We'll be late for the rehearsal. Got to go. Bye, Anita. It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Have fun building that stage.
How did it go? Were you able to catch all of those words and write them down? If you missed some words, replay the audio again for exercise number 4. Go ahead, I can wait if you missed some words. If you finished exercise 4 completely, then you are now ready for exercise number 5, writing practice. You can find this in your student lesson. In this exercise, you must write or type your own dialogue for introducing yourself or people to a friend. Take a moment to think about the time you met someone and write that in your own words. Before you start, let me give you a few tips on meeting people in America. Don't forget to be polite and kind when you meet new people. Always make eye contact with the person you are meeting. Extend your hand, open palm, to shake hands with the person that you are meeting. Now, before you begin writing, remember to use the vocabulary from this lesson. Go back to the beginning of this video to review that vocabulary if you need to, before you do exercise number 5, writing practice. If you want additional help with what you should write, see number 6, writing practice help, for some conversation starters. Also, feel free to email your script, your dialogue to me, and I can review your writing for you. Send your dialogue to hello@everestenglish.online with the title Introducing Yourself, and I will be sure to review it for you and give you necessary writing feedback. Pause the video now and start writing. Good luck. Speaking practice number 7 is next. I hope you're excited about this one, because this is where you really start to practice your speaking, both from listening to new vocabulary and writing your own script. So in this exercise, you must take the script you just wrote and practice reading it out loud to yourself. Now, imagine, if you would, you're meeting someone for the first time. Perhaps imagine that you are Robert, Anita, or Will, or even yourself in your own script, and you're meeting a new person for the first time. Pause the video now and practice introducing yourself, speaking it out loud a few times. If you are at this point of the video, I assume that you've probably finished exercise number 7, the speaking practice. If you have, congrats. Congrats being a short form of congratulations. How many times did you read it? Remember, practice makes perfect, so feel free to pause the video again and practice again before moving on if you want to. Hey, that wasn't so bad, was it? Speaking practice is a lot easier once you practice it more. Like I said, practice makes perfect, and the more you meet new people, the better you will become. Before you know it, you will be an expert at meeting people and feel much more confident when you do. The lesson here is almost over. All that's left to do is take the vocabulary quiz. Go to number 8, vocabulary quiz, and click on the link that says testmoz.com to take the test. Again, that's number 8 in your student lesson. You can find the link that says testmoz.com, click that, and you will be taken here, as you can see on the screen now, to start your quiz. This is an example of what it might look like when you click that link. Simply type in your name and click Continue to start the vocabulary test. It will give you results after you click Submit at the bottom. You can take the test as many times as you want for additional practice. Only if you want to, because after all, quizzes aren't that fun. But hey, I hope that it's a help to you to test your vocabulary knowledge. make sure to take the quiz and email me your dialogue before you go. You're now ready to meet the world. Do you feel excited? Be confident with your new vocabulary and go practice meeting new people. This concludes the Introducing Yourself lesson. See you next time for the next lesson.